Hi, this is LaShonda Herring from the H Zone, and I wanted to go a little more in depth with you guys about the goals package that I'm offering for the end of this year. So as you guys can see, I just got off the road and hopped into my office so that I could do this video and give you guys this information because I promised it to you today. So wanted to make sure that you guys had it. So let's get into kind of what it looks like for this video, what you're going to get from this package. And I apologize for the noise in the background. I have children moving around and they're making a lot of noise. So sorry about that. So let me get in. First, what I'm going to cover is I'm going to cover the details of the actual workshops that we're going to do. So I'm going to cover that first, then I'm going to show you how you can access the information, the recordings, all of that kind of stuff, and how you can see the calendar, okay? So let me share. Okay. So first, what I want to tell you about is, like I told you, this is about goal setting. And some of the issues that people have with goal setting is that they just start out with a SMART goal and that's where they stop. And so that's a problem. Yes, your goal has to be specific and measurable and obtainable, realistic, and timely, but there's more pieces to it. You know, we're going to get into the fact of what really increases your success with your goals. So I'm going to break the goal system down to the itty bitty pieces, to the nuances of it, and also give you sort of a plan. Because the problem with just a goal statement is you just have the statement, but how do you actually implement it in your life so that it makes sense, so that it works, so that it's specific for you, and to make sure that you actually can do it and have the success that you want, right? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to break it down in the workshop. I'm going to give examples. You're going to have time to start the process, to really start working on your goals, to start putting them together so that they start to make sense. Then you'll be able to ask me questions like, okay, I was thinking about this goal. How do I work this out? How do I go beyond just SMART? How do I make it something that I actually can obtain? How do I get a plan? Because we say a goal, but you really need more than just a goal. You need a plan. So we're going to work that plan out, okay? We're going to talk about as well negative motivators that may be stopping you from actually reaching your goal. And I'm going to explain what those are. I'm going to explain how they show up in your life. I'm going to give you time to see about you actually identifying those negative motivators and look at how those motivators are stopping you and have stopped you in the past from reaching your goals. And then what do we do about them, right? Because it's one thing just to identify them. Okay, I have this problem. I have this block. How do I get rid of it so I can get to my goal? So we're going to cover that as well in the workshop. The other thing we're going to do is, you know, how to access the workshops. I'm going to give you the links to the workshop so that no matter what, you'll have it. You'll access the recordings if you happen to miss the workshops, because I'm doing 2 workshops. So if you can't meet the one this week, I'm also going to be doing one next week. So you can come to both, you can come to one. It's totally up to you, or you can listen to the recording. And then I'm going to explain in a little bit how to access actually and get on my calendar for the personal session. And then we're going to talk about the 5 things that you need to fix to accomplish your goals. Because people don't realize that there's things that are totally blocking you that have nothing to do with the goal statement that are blocking you from getting to where you want to be. And if you don't handle these 5 things and fix them and make a plan to deal with them, then you're not going to obtain your goals. So it's really important. And we're going to dive deep into that, okay? We're going to do it in the workshop, but also if you have personal questions about your particular life, we can go over that in your personal session with me one-on-one. The other thing, we're going to talk about how do you utilize your personal session with me so you get the most out of it, so that you walk away with your goals and your plan for 2019. Okay, so we're going to talk about that in the workshop. After you've kind of done some things, you've done the preliminary stuff, you have an outline of your goals, and some of you may even have your goals finished. How do you utilize that personal session so you get the most out of that session and walk away with all the things that you need to get your goals done? And then I'm going to answer any questions that you have. Okay, So anything that may be bothering you, anything that you didn't understand, anything like, hey, I tried to lose 15 pounds last time, it didn't work. So I'm gonna do some coaching actually on the call as well. For those people who want to stay a little bit longer, I will do coaching on the call specifically with you. So if you've got a question like, look, I tried this before, I tried this diet, I'm going to get into the nuances, because it's not necessarily about the diet, it's not the gym that you join, all of those kind of things. And I'm just using weight loss as an example. That doesn't have to be your goal. But there's some other things and other factors that you need to take into consideration when you're doing goals. And we're going to cover that in the workshops, okay? Let me see, anything else that I meant to cover? Okay, so that gives you the overview of what we're going to cover in the workshops. And in the personal session, you're going to get a one-on-one session with me, which is about 30 minutes. It's what I call sort of my mini session. It's a 30-minute session where we're going to specifically go over your goals. I'm going to make sure that you have your goals written out. I'm going to make sure that your goals fit you, and you can ask me any questions. It'll just be me and you on that session. And so that you'll walk away with, okay, this is what I'm doing for 2019. Okay, here's my plan. Here's my next steps. Here's what I need to accomplish. Let's see. Okay. Right now I'm going to share my screen. And what you guys should be seeing is when you sign up for this program, you're going to get what I call the private client back office. And this is kind of your portal, your back office. And so this one is a sample one where you'll see it says hi participant. So I use this to show you what you'll see. You will see your name over here where it says participant. Just trying to, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna deal with that. But yeah, you will see basically over here participant, right where you see the big blue P, your name will be here. And then this is your dashboard of the things that you have access to. So here where it says payment, I'm gonna go this way. Here where it says payment, all the way over to the left, that's the payment that you did. So when you paid, it'll show here your receipt. So if you ever need to print out a copy, anything like that, that's what'll be in payment. Where it says my log right next to it, that's where if you've got questions, if you want to write something out, it's like your online personal journal. That's exactly what this is. So you have access to that. If you want to send me some information, there's a button at the bottom where it will say, let's see, click on this. Yes. So right in here is where you would write your personal log, and then you would save log entry right here. Anything you wanted to upload as far as documents, you could do that as well. And you can even print it as well, but it would just click there, and that's how it would look. It would be like kind of like just a Word, simple Word document would be here. This here is a calendar. And what this is my appointments, right? So these are the appointment types that I have listed right here. For you guys, as you see at the bottom to the right-hand side, it says personal session goal package. That's your 30-minute session that you're gonna click on right there. And what you'll see is you'll get my schedule. So you'll see what times I have available, and you pick something that matches for you. But like I said, you can do all of that. Once you pay, you will get an email that gives you access to your personal private client portal, okay? And then here are forms. These forms are just my standard forms. They're not anything that you guys will have to fill out. But if I gave you a form or wanted you to do a form, it would be located sort of here if it's not. And what you'll have over here after we do sort of the first workshop, you will have a tab that says My Courses, and underneath that would be your recording of the webinar, of the workshop, sorry. And you can access that at any time. So this would be your total client portal. This gets you back out, the top tabs get you back out to the website, if there's anything on the website. The bottom tabs are the same thing, but this really is your dashboard here. And it gets you back to all of these things. Here's a to-do list, all of this stuff. These are emails that I sent out that if you hadn't opened, you'd be able to look at these emails right here and just click on them and show the content and see them, Okay. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, by all means, let me know. But one of the things I love about this private client portal is that everything you need is right here. So you don't have to be going to searching one place for one thing, another place for another. If you want to get the content, the recordings, they'll be right here. If you want to figure out your payment, it's right here. If you want to look at any emails that I've sent you, they're right there. So all of it is in one place for you. You don't have to go all over the place. You want to make the appointment, it's right there. So you guys will have access to that as well when you are doing this course with me. This course package, whatever you'd like to call it. The words are really not that important. The important thing is that you get your goals and you get your plan for 2019 and you're set up for success. That's totally the point. If you guys have any questions about this or anything else about the goal package, by all means, email me. I will answer any questions that you have to make sure that this is a good fit for you. By all means, if you're a person that's like, look, I got to get it done in 2019. I'd really like to set some goals and a plan in place that's really going to work for me, then this course is for you. For under $100, you get that satisfaction, you get that security, and you will be able to access me throughout 2019. So this is just the beginning of your journey and of your support. Have a great, great night, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.